Hi, friends. Welcome to Music City Kids. We're here to help you grow strong in mind, body, and heart. My name is Tamara with Lovin' in Big World, and I'm so glad you're here to spend some time with us. We're talking about choice, the opportunity and power to make decisions. Did you know you have a great deal of power? Yes, with everything that you do and with everything that you say. Now it's back to school time. So you have the choice about how you'll approach this new year. I know it's different than we've ever seen before because of the pandemic and all the virtual learning that's happening, but you still have a choice to learn. So get ready for some fun with us today and also set your mind to learn this school year. First up, we've got Family Fit Mom. So stand up and get moving.
Hey Music City kids, Family Fit Mom here. I know that we've been in the house a lot, so I'm going to encourage you to get out of the house. If you have a jump rope, grab it. We can do a few exercises just to get our bodies moving a little bit so that we can feel good about who we are, get our blood flowing, and get some fresh air while we're outside. Some of the things I like to do with the jump rope is I like to determine how many jumps I'm going to do by spelling my name as I jump. So Family Fit Mom for a regular jump. Family F-A-M-I-L-Y-F-I-T-M-O-M. So regular jumps, spelling my name, spell your name, do some regular jumps, and then you can mix it up a little bit. How about some high knees with your jumps? F-A-M-I-L-Y-F-I-T-M-O-M. There's lots of things you can do with the jump rope, guys. Keep it interesting. Try a few things. I even like to do arm swings to kind of get the upper body moving. So let's get that name again. F-A-M-I-L-Y-F-I-T-M-O-M. There's lots of things you can do with your jump rope. Even set it down on the ground. Kind of challenge yourself just to do some jump overs the rope. So maybe you can turn sideways and jump and jump. We can do it together. Still using your name. There's your rep count. So F-A-M-I-L-Y-F-I-T-M-O-M. Then we can also take it back and forth, both feet, or you can even do one foot at a time. Do whatever you want here. Just something to get you active and moving. Get outside. Get away from your telephones for a little while and enjoy getting moving outside. So here we go. F-A-M-I-L-Y-F-I-T-M-O-M. Quick little jump rope workout. So doing regular jumps, do those high knee jumps, arm swings, and then do your jump overs. Then enjoy the rest of your time outside. I'll see you next time.
Thanks, Family Fit Mom. It's so good to have your encouragement to get outside and get moving. Next, we've got a special word from Erica about how we can deal with the issues in our big world with positivity.
Good morning, friends. I'm so glad you had me back to join you again. So remember last time we talked about when someone or something is different or you're really unsure, that spirit of curiosity in order to help answer some of the questions that may be in your head? Well, today I'm going to show you one of my favorite strategies for learning from someone new. And so I have my friend Trinity here with me today, and she's going to help me demonstrate some of the best strategies for learning something new about a new friend. So Trinity, have you ever been to the Parthenon at Centennial Park?
No, I just moved here.
You're not from Nashville?
No, I'm from South Bend, Indiana.
South Bend, Indiana. Where's that?
It's actually northern, where Notre Dame University is.
I've heard of Notre Dame. I think my cousin likes their football team.
Yes, they're very known.
So, what's Indiana like?
It's very different from Nashville. The heat and the weather is very different.
Does it get cold there?
Very much so.
Oh, we only get a little cold weather here. Well, what's been your favorite thing since you've visited or since you've been here in Nashville, since you're not from here? What have you liked to do so far?
Probably the local parks, like going hiking.
Do you all have lots of places to hike in Indiana?
No.
Wow. So Indiana's a lot different than Nashville, huh?
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for sharing about a new place with me. And so I won't take for granted the fact that you may not know some of our familiar landmarks, but I look forward to learning them with you.
You too.
So thanks for tuning in, friends. I hope you learned the way that your curiosity can show up and really help build a bridge between yourself and a new friend. So the strategy that I used today was just interviewing, asking questions of the person from a place of wanting to know and understand in order to build that bridge. Do something intellectual. Have an interview with someone. Talk to you soon.
Thank you so much, Erica. That was great. A great reminder that we have a choice about getting to know new people. We also have a choice to keep our minds moving with math and science. Here's something new with Steve.
Hey Tamara, it's Steve here from South Africa. Today we're going to be talking about math and something scientific. One thing I want to know is, have you ever gone outside to look at the stars? You know, when you look up and you see those beautiful bright shiny lights, you think to yourself, I'm looking into the future. Well, actually you're not. You're looking into your past. Now you're probably wondering, how is that possible? So let's backtrack a little bit. We'll do this in small chunks. If I go outside and I stand on top of a mountain and I go, hello, and I hear, hello, coming back, that is my echo. And the reason why it takes a while to travel there and back is because sound travels from one spot to another, hits the wall, and bounces back. We could measure that distance and how long it takes, and we can work out the speed of sound. Now we use the metric system, so for us, sound is 330 meters a second. Now, what about light? Does light travel at the same speed as sound? Not at all. In fact, light travels so quickly that we have measured it to be 330,000 kilometers per second. What I'm really saying is that light is 1,000,000 times faster than sound. Now, why is this so important? Well, the moon is approximately 300,000 kilometers away from Earth. So if you go stand on the moon and switch on a bright light, we will see that 1 second later. So the moon is 1 light second away. Our sun, if you were to switch it off, we would only see the darkness 8 minutes later. Why? Because the light that's traveling from the sun, it is so far away that it's going to take only 8 minutes to reach us. And now when you look at a star that is 10,000 light years away from Earth, it means that the light traveling at its incredible speed will take 10,000 years to reach us. That is how far away that star is, which means that when you look at that star at night, you are looking at the light that has just arrived from 10,000 years ago. Whew. That is very far away. So hopefully you've learned something new today, that when you go outside, you look at those stars, you're looking back in time, you're looking at history right in front of you. That's what I've got for you today. Straight back to you, Tamara.
Thanks so much, Steve. That was great. And now we've got something special from Miss Lawanna.
Well, hey everybody, it's Miss Lawanna again. We're back outside for another beautiful day and another little art project. As I mentioned before, you guys know that I love art. I love creating and doing things and making things beautiful. So I decided to come outside today, enjoy the lovely weather, and work on a little painting project. So this is my little canvas. You can get these in a pack of I think I got a pack of 6 of these at any art supply store. Pretty inexpensive. And this one has like a little wooden back to it, so it gets really nice and sturdy. All right. And I just grabbed a bunch of random paints. I've got this little tube. It's called magenta, so it's going to be a pinky purpley, kind of like my shirt. Look, this one's a little darker green. I've got red. I've got brown. I've just got a random bunch of colors. Art for me is a way to express myself. Maybe sometimes I'm thinking about something that I really want to work out or express on another way. Instead of writing maybe, or maybe talking about it, I express my emotions on a piece of paper or some canvas like this. And that's just another way of me to express myself and work through my thoughts and emotions. And so another time for me to just be quiet, be still, and process and think. We need quiet moments like that. So I've got my little paint tray. You can see I've used this a million times. The paint is dry on it. I'm gonna be putting my little paint on here so I can work from here instead of squeezing from the bottle. And I've got some little tools. I'm gonna use these little sponges. And this gives like a little different texture to, how the paint looks on the canvas. And then I've got my set of brushes, another little inexpensive. I think I found these at the dollar store. So you can just grab a set of brushes. And we're just gonna see what it turns out to be. I already painted it a bright yellow, so it's gonna be cheerful. So I want to encourage you to do something to express yourself, whether that might be write a poem, it could be draw a picture, it could be grabbing some paints like I'm doing today and just out here and in the fresh air and nice and quiet and just seeing what I come up with on my canvas. Either way, whatever you choose to do, this is your time, your quiet time to create and express yourself.
Thank you so much, Miss Lawanna. I can't wait to see that finished painting. It's beautiful. One of the things I was thinking about while Lawanna was talking was about how we have a choice about how we express ourselves. Like she said, we can paint, we can write, we can sing, we can dance. There's all sorts of ways for us to let out what we're thinking and feeling inside. And especially when we're dealing with big stuff like the stress of going back to school, it's important to process, to take the time to catch up with what's going on in our heads and in our hearts, so we are sure that we use our hands to build people up and not tear them down. One of the great ways to express ourselves is through music. And Miss Natalia has a very special song. And if you listen, you might hear a connection between Natalia's song and what Steve just talked about a few minutes ago.
Hi, my name is Natalia Sol. I'm from Argentina, and I'm going to sing a song to you that I co-wrote with a friend, Barbara, from California, and it's called Made Out of Stardust. When your life is falling apart, do you ever search for a sign? Close your eyes and say a prayer. When you have to start from scratch and your dreams seem so whatever rich, ever look to the sky and make a wish. Oh, how makes you share your thoughts with a billion glowing eyes. Remember, you're made out of stardust. You're made out of stardust. And when all is said and done, you move on, doing your thing. Your power lies within. Then you proof. Nay, say you're strong, cause you fail, but keep coming strong, doing epic cosmic stuff. Cause you can't get enough of life when your light is guiding you. Ooh, there's nothing you can do. Remember, you made out of stardust. You made out of stardust. The darkness doomed to be over, cause you've been forged by a supernova. Here is the simple truth you can trust. You and I made out of stardust. You 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 made out of stardust. Back to you, Tamara.
Thank you so much, Natalia. That was beautiful. And did you all get the connection? The stars. So maybe tonight you can go out and lay on a blanket and look at the stars up above. And remember that you are made out of stardust. Invaluable. So I've got a reading suggestion for you. One of my favorite things is reading books. So I've always got a book to recommend. And today it's a story about Ludwig von Beethoven by Mike Venezia. Now you might have been familiar with Beethoven's music. He's a famous composer, a classical composer. So not only can you read his story, but you can also listen to some of his music. What you might find, though, is that he has a story full of challenges and choices. You know, he grew up in a family where everything wasn't right all the time. His dad was an alcoholic, and he himself became deaf. So he had some really difficult things that he had to battle. And maybe you or someone you know is going through some difficulties yourself. And you can read Beethoven's story and find some inspiration. So check it out at your local library or on any other electronic book source that you may have access to. Next, we've got some words from Dr. E.
Hey, Tamara and friends. I decided to come outside today to be able to get some sunshine and some fresh air since it's a beautiful day, because fresh air and sunshine are some of the things that I need to help keep me in balance. And balance is really important, not having too much or having too little of what we need to keep us healthy and whole. And in public health, we have another name for balance. And that word we use and have for balance is what we call homeostasis. Homeostasis means having all of the things that we need that help to make us uniquely who we are and help to make us healthy and whole. And when I think about the idea of balance or think about homeostasis, it reminds me a lot of these pinwheels that you see behind me and the one that I have in my hand. You see this pinwheel, it has all of these different parts. Each one is uniquely a different color, but each one of them make up part of the whole. And if we think about this pinwheel like us, there are different parts of us that make us uniquely who we are and that have to be kept in balance in order for us to be healthy and well. So what are those different parts of ourselves that we need to have to be able to keep us healthy and whole? Well, they include our physical health and well-being. So in other words, our bodies, our physical bodies, and how we take care of them. That when we take care of our physical bodies, that helps to make us whole, and not only make us whole, but also helps to make us healthy. And in addition to our physical health, there's also our mental health and well-being. So in other words, how healthy are our minds functioning? Are we thinking good thoughts? And if we're thinking good thoughts, how do we make sure that we're producing and generating more good thoughts to think, to be able to keep our mental health sharp and to keep us whole? In addition to our physical health and our mental health, there's also our emotional health. Did you know that our feelings are really important to our health and well-being and keeping us in balance? And so when we don't express our feelings, when we're not true about our feelings, then consequently that can throw off the balance of who we are. And in addition to our emotional health, there's also our spiritual health. Now, our spiritual health includes all of the things that we believe in. So we may believe in that other people are good, or we may believe that the world is good, or we may believe that we hope to be able to do some wonderful things in the future. So our spiritual health and how we're cultivating and taking care of our spiritual health is a really important part of helping to keep us in balance. And one of the last ones I want to talk about are our relationships, that how healthy our relationships are, that when we're in good relationship with other people, then consequently that helps to keep us healthy and well also. And so when I think about the idea of balance, that it takes all of these different parts to make us who we are, and that when any of these parts are missing, we don't function as well as we should and as well as we could. Therefore, when we regularly check in to make sure that our bodies are healthy, that our minds are healthy, that our emotional health and well-being is good, that our spiritual health is in check, and that our relationships are functioning well, then likewise that helps to keep us in balance and to keep us whole. And so until next time, make sure that you're checking in and taking care of your balance so that just like this pinwheel, you can keep spinning along and doing the things that you need to do in order to be able to enjoy life. And so until next time, see you later.
So much, Dr. E. That was so good. Homeostasis, keeping a balance. And with our choices for all aspects of our lives, whether it's mental, emotional, physical, or relational, we can choose what we want to do and what we want to say and what we want to be and where we want to go. These choices give us incredible power, and we have to choose to stay in balance. So that's a good word for me today, homeostasis. All right, next we've got CJ.
Hi guys, it's Miss CJ and welcome back to Miss CJ's class. I'm so happy you're here with me. Today we're going to be talking about cooperation. And what do you think that word means? Does it mean working together? Does it mean cooperating to form something better? Take a look at these two guys behind me. His name is James Robertson. This guy's name is John Donaldson. These two were two of the founding fathers of this beautiful city we live in right here in Nashville. That's right. Let's read a little bit. On Monday, April 24th, 1780, two pioneers, and I want you to look that word up. Tell me what the word pioneer means to you. To me, pioneer means someone going out and forging on a new frontier. No matter what dangers lie ahead, they are going out and they are trekking it. They're just walking and they're saying, hey, you know what? I think I want to make my home here. No matter if it's cold or if it's hot, they're going to do it. So you tell me what pioneer means to you. James Robertson and John Donaldson shook hands upon the completion of a reunion at the site on which we now stand. Each man, one by land, the other by water, played out his part in a twofold plan on a new settlement that grew into present-day Nashville. Can you believe that? Nashville was just this, wasn't even really a state, wasn't even really a colony. And that's what we're going to be talking about in the next thing. Exactly, what is a colony? Well, these men right here forged this whole new idea that guess what? We come from over the water, we come from over land. We want to form a better community. And how do we do that? By shaking hands, by cooperating. It's pretty cool, huh? Tell me, how do you cooperate with your friends? Is it something that you do on a daily basis? When you have arguments, do you just fuss and just say, you know what, you're not my friend anymore and I don't want to be your friend, goodbye? Or do you sit back and think about, what can I do to make this better between me and my friend? How can I learn to cooperate and understand his or her feelings? And how can I be a better listener to him or her? Those are some things that I want you to think about. So in the next video, we're going to be talking about 2 different words, colony and pioneer. I'll see you in the next video, guys.
Thanks, Miss CJ. We have a choice to study history and to learn from our past so we can make better choices for our future. Think about that. So again, here on Music City Kids, we want to help you grow strong in mind, body, and heart, because we know, as Francis Bacon says, that knowledge itself is power. And we want you to be strong and powerful today and every day. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time here on Music City Kids.